Greetings, happy digging, allotment-based capers. Welcome back to the plot. Well, significant frosts landed last night. I will insert an image here. And I'm back in the room. Yeah, it's gotten a bit cold. Going to finish off the old polytunnel today in terms of extending the ribs down to the floor, which should mean I am very close to attaching the plastic sheeting. Got to make the doors and figure out how I'm going to attach them to the structure and make it functional. We'll see how we do that later. I might actually do some more traditional allotmenting type things today in terms of wheelbarrows full of semi-rotted horse manure. Stay tuned. I think the drill's blunt. Nice. What I have created though is a slight unanticipated problem. As the structure of the polytunnel starts to sink below the natural slope of this with this step sort of terraced effect I've got here, I am going to struggle literally attaching all three of the screws into these water pipes because I just haven't got enough room to do so. I think I'll get away with the top two. This third one here I might get all the way down, but certainly the fourth and fifth may be a struggle. More news later. Okie dokie, folkies. This manure pile has been here for 2 or 3 years. Some of the manure right at the back and lower down is well rotted and probably suitable for most beds and potting applications. However, fresh deliveries of manure, so I've got stuff right at the front here. Not sure if the camera can pick it up, but as I dig into it, hopefully you should be able to see steam rising from it. So, of bacterial activity taking place, and really I should use my fork rather than the shovel. I can see quite a lot of worms in it. If you use your fork rather than your shovel, less likely to cause any harm or hindrance to the worms that are doing a really good job of breaking down the manure. Happy digging. Ha ha! Nearly lost control then. Hopefully the camera can see an extreme close-up. Look at all those worms. breaking this compost and straw down, manure and straw down into nutrient-rich compost. Marvellous. Hopefully, you can really see the steam coming out this bed. This manure hasn't been on pot for long, maybe a couple of weeks. It's very fresh. However, this particular bed, put onions in it last year for the first time, tried to completely fill it with onions. Reasonable returns. However, I did note that it got a bit too damp due to the camber and tilt of this overall plot. So, I have decided this bed, which is being mulched with, well, fed and mulched with this very fresh manure, despite being full of worms, this is going to be a squash bed next year. So this will either have courgette, pumpkin, or ideally butternut squash. They're very nutrient hungry plants. They can really handle the how rich nearly fresh manure is, and they don't mind it wet. So because this bed remains quite wet due to the water rolling down the side of the slope, I'm hoping for reasonable returns. Happy taking. As well as filling this bed up pretty much to the top with 2 or 3 wheelbarrows of fresh-ish horse manure. I've also got these 15-litre pots from the greenhouse which I grew tomatoes and a little bit of basil in. I tried to be shrewd last year when I actually bought 300 litres of potting compost. I didn't put it in neat in these. I thought I could be clever. I used a combination of some wood chip in the bottom, some rotted wood chip, thought I'd do for a bit of drainage. Had some topsoil that I'd excavated from the front of the greenhouse. Also had a bit of perlite, vermiculite, and mixed that in with predominantly fresh potting compost that I bought. Returns on the tomatoes this year were somewhat stifled, so rather than trying to be clever and make any potting compost I buy this year go further, I certainly think I'm going to be looking to create a more abundant tomato yield by utilising high concentrations of potting compost. Happy to. First show I've grown parsnips. I had a couple that I've picked that grew rather well elsewhere on the plot. What I didn't do is thin these out once they'd established. Kind of took the seeds in the ground and forgot about them, and you'll see what you get for doing that. That's a bit more like it. Happy digging! There we go. Not a bad specimen. Happy digging. Got them all on, just about. Not the neatest job I've ever done. Happy digging. Thus concludes another episode of Happy Digging, allotment-based capers. Things are moving on. Got at least one bed ready for next year, and ribs on the polytunnel are complete. I'll have to re-dig the trenches where I plan on burying the plastic to give it some tension and to seal it, but never mind. All will be revealed in good time. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. Catch you on the flip-flop. Happy digging!